Hello friends, mallet finger is a very common injury. What is a mallet finger? How we treat it? We will explain you everything in this video. Mallet finger is basically an injury of the extensor tendon of the hand, and this extensor tendon injury is at the level which is distal to the DIP. So at this level there is an injury. So what happens is the extensor tendon which is inserting on the tip of distal phalanx, it is torn, and this is called as mallet finger. Now mallet finger is of two types. One, there can be an avulsion of tendon, and second, there can be a fracture which is at the level of insertion of the tendon. So the mallet finger can be a soft tissue mallet finger or a bony mallet finger with a avulsion fracture. Now what is the cause of mallet finger? Mallet finger can be caused by various bowling sports. So any kind of a bowling sports like cricket, football, volleyball, you can have injuries of mallet finger. The second most common cause is a compound laceration, and then you can have traumatic impaction blow. So if there is anything which blows onto the finger, and if the finger forcefully flexes, then also it can cause a mallet finger problem. Now how do you diagnose a mallet finger? So when a patient comes to us with a history of injury at the tip of the finger, if the patient's finger is bent like this and he is not able to extend it completely, if he is not able to make it straight, then there is a high possibility then he may be suffering from a mallet finger. Now how do you confirm it? We confirm it with a clinical examination, and we'll try the patient to make him do this movement. If he is not able to extend or make the finger straight, it is highly suggestive that he is suffering from a mallet finger. Now what test do you do? We do a X-ray of the finger. A lateral X-ray will show if there is any fracture or there is no fracture. If there is no fracture and the symptoms are suggestive, then there is a tendon avulsion or a soft tissue mallet finger. If there is a bone fragment, it is a bony fracture with a mallet finger. Now usually this problem can be treated very easily with rest and splinting. You need to splint the finger in extension. So there are different kind of mallet finger splints which are available, and we usually like to splint the finger at least for 6 to 8 weeks, and that usually suffices the problem. Either it is a bony or a soft tissue lesion, it should heal. So an extension splint can be safely given in those patients who either have a injury of a soft tissue mallet finger, that is a tendon avulsion from the bone, or those patients who have undisplaced fracture of the extensor mechanism. So they have a bony mallet fracture, but that is a undisplaced fracture. If the fracture is displaced, which is leading to a volar subluxation of proximal phalanx, there is more than 2 millimeters of articular gap, and if more than 50% of articular surface is involved, ideally I suggest an operative treatment. So if there is a bony fracture with either of these three conditions, then we need to do a surgery which can be either pinning or an extension block pinning of the bone fragment. Usually this suffices and gives a very good result. Very occasionally you can do a surgical tendon reconstruction in soft tissue mallet finger, specifically if the patient is chronic injury and he is not recovering. And very occasionally in chronic injuries, when it is arthritis also which is set up, you can do a DIP arthrodesis. Occasionally swan neck deformities are also associated with a mallet finger. Now what is a swan neck deformity? In swan neck deformity we get a hyperextension of the proximal phalanx, and we get a flexion at the distal phalanx joint. So why it happens is because of a tight volar plate becomes loose, then there is a dorsal subluxation of lateral bands, and there is a hyperextension of the PIP. If there is a swan neck deformity, we can do some surgeries to address the swan neck deformities as well. So friends, I hope that I am able to cover the injuries of mallet finger in detail. Most of these patients can be treated with extension finger splint, and very rarely do we need to do some surgery, specifically pinning or an extension block pinning, and very rarely we need to do some tendon repairs or reconstructions. So friends, if you have any more questions, any more queries regarding mallet finger, you can write us on the comment box. Thanks a lot.